Uh, Today's press briefing will be specifically regarding the upcoming APPSA Combined Civil Services, which is slated to happen on 15th of December 2024. So basically, there were some grievances placed by many uh, aspirants, so which have been given to me time and again. So I felt those issues were genuine. Especially, there's one point which is a very genuine point. So I consider it to put it in the public domain for wider public awareness and also towards the end of this press briefing. I shall make an appeal to the concerned departments and the government to look into some of the issues that pertains to the APPSC examinations per se. Uh, सोचा नहीं था एक्चुअली ये इन दिनों में आके प्रेस ब्रीफिंग करना पड़ेगा एपीसी में, बट देन जब सिंसियर एफर्ट नहीं होता है अथॉरिटी की तरफ से या फिर कुछ चूक हो जाता है इन लोगों से, knowingly, unknowingly, intentionally, unintentionally, it compels us to come here and make a press briefing because those issues are of public importance. So specifically, the representation that we have submitted earlier today is regarding uh, an adequate adjustment or deferment or postponement of the APPSC examinations, which is scheduled to happen on 15th of December 2024. Reason why this particular representation has been submitted is that if you see the academic calendar of RGU, that is the Rajiv Gandhi University, which is the sole central university in the state, which has around 45 affiliate colleges under it, offering over 60 courses in various categories, uh, undergraduate, post-graduation, then PhDs. So this APPSC examinations date, which is scheduled for 15th of December 2024, this happens to coincide with the dates of the academic examination calendar of the RGU, which usually takes place in the month of May and December. तो अभी सिचुएशन ऐसे है कि बहुत सारा एस्पायरेंट्स यूथ लोग हैं, ये पर्टिकुलर एग्जामिनेशंस को बहुत शिद्दत से अपेयर करना चाह रहे हैं, एंड इट इज of a great joy to us that the APPSC has finally started functioning again after a hiatus of 3 years. तो ऐसे में ये जो इस बार का कंबाइंड सर्विसेज एग्जामिनेशन है, पर्टिकुलरली इसको लेके बहुत सारा एस्पायरेंट्स में, यूथ में बहुत उत्सुकता है कि इस एग्जामिनेशन में लेके पार्टिसिपेट जोर जोर से करेंगे, तो अच्छे तरीके से प्रिपेयर करके करेंगे. लेकिन यहाँ में जब डेट का कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है, तो सम सेक्शंस ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स they are bound by the academic compulsions. And to tell you that the APPSC examination, the advertisement है, it enables the final year students as an eligible criteria to sit in these examinations. So this creates confusion among the students, and that is why many of the aspirants, many of the youths who felt this particular issues should be taken up has been reaching me out for a couple of days now. So today I have decided to address this issue. So unfortunately, today I could not meet the new team of the APPSC chairman and the secretary because there is a viva voce going on with regards to the inspector legal methodology. But then I have submitted the representation, one each copy to the chairman and another to the secretary separately. And the secretary office has assured us that after the viva voce is over, they will uh, give us a call and we shall go and meet and discuss these things in land. So, yes, it is, you need to understand that our attempt or the intention behind is not to delay or to stop the examination process from happening, but it is to provide a level playing field and equal opportunity wherein a smooth examination happens under the APPSC without any eyebrows being raised. And this we sincerely want that the commission should be encumbrance free this time. And this also makes sense at this point of time because कभी कभार क्या होता है कि जब issues कुछ आता है उस इश्यू को सही समय में रेज नहीं करने से बहुत लोगों का ये भी कहना होता है कि जब टाइम था आपके पास आपने इश्यू रेज क्यों नहीं किया वाई नाउ इतना देर होने के बाद क्यों सो इट मेक्स सेंस टुडे टू पुट दिस थिंग इन द पब्लिक डोमेन बिकॉज now we still have about a month and a half for the conduction of this examination and since the APPSC examination calendar which was published is of tentative nature so it is in the interest of the entire Arunachal Pradesh per se and all the examination takers and the people responsible to conduct this examination that a certain adjustment should be made. I'm not saying that this postponement should happen indefinitely. No. लेकिन एग्जामिनेशन जब सेमेस्टर एग्जामिनेशन चल रहा है उसके बीच में अगर APCS हो जाता है तब बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा क्योंकि यहाँ जो अभी मैंने बताया 45 एफिलिएट कॉलेजेस हैं आरजीयू का स्टेट में उसमें 60 प्लस कोर्सेज ऑफर करता है और हर फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट को एग्जामिनेशन देने के लिए एलिजिबल बना के रखा है तो यहाँ आप लोगों को समझना ये जरूरी है कि ये फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स जो है इनको भी एग्जाम देने का हक है इन लोग जो है सिर्फ ह्यूमैनिटी सब्जेक्ट का स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है जो 3-4-5 दिन पढ़ाई कर लेने के बाद सब्जेक्ट पास हो जाता है सेमेस्टर पास क्लियर हो जाता है यहाँ में जब यूजी का बात करते हैं आप लोग हम लोग तो यहाँ में जो है बहुत सारे मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स भी आ जाते हैं इंजीनियर से बड़ा जो एग्जामिनेशन है 3 साल के बाद में जो कंडक्ट हो रहा है इसमें इन लोग का प्रिपरेशन में कहीं ना कहीं बाधा आ सकता है एंड दिस इज अ वेरी पॉजिटिव नोट दैट द पीपल हैज टेकन अप एंड आई बिलीव दैट द न्यू टीम दैट हैज कम इनटू APPSC विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू एड्रेस दिस इशू given the fact that the APPSC examination calendar is just a tentative in nature there could be a shift in the examination date for 10 to 15 days at least so this is the first pointer the other very important highlight that I wanted to keep in the public domain for wider public awareness and for the aspirants and the youth of Arunachal Pradesh is that in the recently APPSC examination that is being advertised on the 10th of this month उसमें आप लोगों ने देखा है कि जो कंबाइंड सर्विसेज का जो पोस्ट है उसमें APPS जो एंट्री ग्रेड है जिसको हम DSP का पोस्ट के नाम से भी जानते हैं बहुत ताज्जुब का बात है कि सिर्फ 6 पोस्ट only 6 posts has been advertised or we can say only 6 posts has been sent for a requisition from the home department to be recruited so I was sitting back and thinking कि ये 3 साल में जब APPSC का जो कंबाइंड सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट नहीं हुआ इन 3 साल में सिर्फ 2 पोस्ट के DSP क्रिएट हो सकता है which is remotely beyond any comprehension of any person 3 साल के बाद में एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट हो रहा है APCS एंट्री का जिसको हम CO बोलता है सर्कल ऑफिसर का पोस्ट क्रिएट होता है 50 के आसपास लेकिन DSP का पोस्ट क्रिएट होता है सिर्फ 2 देयर इज समथिंग गोइंग ऑन देयर बिकॉज ये जो 6 पोस्ट जो एडवर्टाइज हुआ है इनमें से 4 पोस्ट जो है कैरी फॉरवर्ड पोस्ट है ये 2020-21 का जो APCS जो कंबाइंड सर्विस हुआ था उसमें DSP का जो पोस्ट है वो 19 था 19 पोस्ट वर एडवर्टाइज बैक देन उनमें से 15 पोस्ट 15 posts were filled at that time and पूछताछ करने में and multiple sources have actually confirmed that requisition was sent for 18 posts, 18 पोस्ट डीएसपी का एमपीएस जो एंट्री ग्रेड है डीएसपी के लिए 18 पोस्ट वैकेंसी क्रिएट हुआ था, तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट में 6 रिफ्लेक्ट कैसे हुआ? 2022 में 12 पोस्ट रिक्विजिशन के लिए भेजा गया था होम डिपार्टमेंट को। एडवर्टाइजमेंट में रिफ्लेक्ट होता है 6 पोस्ट। तो कहीं ना कहीं प्रॉब्लम कमीशन में नहीं है, कहीं ना कहीं प्रॉब्लम जो रिक्विजिशन चार्जेस भेजा गया है, इट हैज टू बी द होम डिपार्टमेंट और द पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट। यहाँ में कुछ पोस्ट का कैसे क्या क्लैरिटी है वहां से सीख करना जरूरी है, क्योंकि 3 साल में जब नया डिस्ट्रिक्ट भी क्रिएट हो जाता है अरुणाचल प्रदेश पुलिस सर्विस का रिक्रूटमेंट रूल आरआर को लेके कुछ अमेंडमेंट चलना है, उसको लेके थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है बोलता है। तो आई एम थिंकिंग कि ये जो अमेंडमेंट है, जब इतना साल से जो एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट नहीं होता उस समय में आप लोग ने अमेंडमेंट को रूल्स को अमेंडमेंट करने के लिए नहीं सोचा है। तो नाउ दैट द कंबाइंड सर्विसेज हैपनिंग, एपीपीएस फंक्शनिंग फाइनली, कुछ लोग जो है कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ऐसे मुझे सोर्सेस से कंफर्मेशन मिला है। सो व्हेन 6 पोस्ट ऑलरेडी एडवर्टाइज है, यहाँ पूरा अरुणाचल इसको लेके चिंतित में है, एंड देयर आर सम ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल हु आर ट्राइंग टू रिकॉल दिस 6 पोस्ट ऑल्सो। यहाँ पे विवाद जो है प्रमोशन को लेके और डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट को लेके भी बात चल रही है। आप लोगों को पता 50% सीट जो है डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट में जाएगा, 50% जो है प्रमोशन के साथ। So why is this attempt being made to hijack the already minimal post that is being advertised? And I am questioning here, where is the rest 12 posts that was being sent to the Home Department? ये बहुत गंभीर इशू है, because Arunachal have seen enough and dealt enough in the past many years. पेपर लीकेज को लेके हो, यहाँ में गड़बड़ी को लेके हो, एनएमएलएस को लेके हो, we have seen and faced enough. And this time, all we want is a smooth, free, fair and level playing examinations, जिसमें जो हकदार हैं, जो सच में मेहनत कर रहे हैं, जो मेरिटोरियस हैं, इन लोगों को आगे जाने का मौका मिलना चाहिए। तो ऐसे में होम डिपार्टमेंट इस चीज को क्लैरिटी देने से अच्छा है कि वेयर आर द रेस्ट ऑफ द 12 पोस्ट, if there is a confusion which you and I are unaware of, and that needs to be given to the public for awareness purpose, it has to be given. And I urge you, media fraternity, such issues should be taken up. It is you, the fourth pillar of democracy. Your duty is not bound within this room in the press conference. I urge you people also to go and check on this particular information that I have shared with you. And the last point of this press conference is regarding the permanent resident certificate, PRC. So I have been informed that someone else is also taking up this PRC issue. So I do not want to delve into the depth of this particular PRC issue, but then I want to highlight, because I was part of the struggle in which the PRC demand was placed. It was placed to be made a mandatory prerequisite for appearing into the APPSC examination, and this was done in the year 2021. To trace back the genesis, in 2021, the APPSC Combined Services Examination, something strange happened in Arunachal for the first time. That is, one person who has nothing to do with Arunachal Pradesh, जिनको दूर दूर तक अरुणाचल से कुछ लेना देना नहीं था, उनको अरुणाचल में कैपिटल तक नहीं पता था. A guy named Anmol Singh, a resident of Uttar Pradesh, who at that time had exhausted his UPSC attempt. जनरल वालों को यूपीएससी में 6 अटेम्प्ट मिलता है, तो ये पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल जो है अपना यूपीएससी अटेम्प्ट खत्म होती है क्योंकि मेरे पास बैठा हुआ था. और आजकल जो है जमाना है डिजिटल डिजिटल इंडिया का. यहाँ एडवर्टाइजमेंट ऑनलाइन हो जाता है. दिल्ली में बैठ के, जम्मू कश्मीर में बैठ के, कन्याकुमारी में बैठ के आप लोगों को पता चलता है कि कौन से स्टेट में कहाँ रिक्रूटमेंट चल रहा है, कैसे वैकेंसी निकला है. तो दिस हैपेंड एंड दिस गाय अप्लाइड फॉर APSC. And in the history of Arunachal Pradesh, this has happened for the first time that a person from outside who has nothing to do has topped the examinations, the combined services examinations. All kudos to the guy. He has worked hard. But the APPSC exam team at that point of time was not doing things well. Because to Rana APPSC में जो स्टेट अरुणाचल का नॉर्थ ईस्ट का लेके जो हिस्ट्री इकोनॉमिक्स पॉलिटी को लेके जो पुराना सिलेबस में था उसको रिमूव किया गया था. यूपीएससी पैटर्न को इनको एडॉप्ट करने के लिए बोला था, इनको कॉपी पेस्ट कर दिया था. दे हैव डन नथिंग रिसर्च, नो रिसर्च एट ऑल. उसका कारण से यहाँ में कोई चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस नहीं है. तो अनमोल सिंह बिकेम द टॉपर ऑफ दिस एग्जामिनेशन. तो दिस ट्रेंड को वो करने के लिए हम लोगों ने बोला था कि 80-20 का रेशियो को मैंडेटरी करना चाहिए, जिसमें 80% जो है रिजर्व होता है, 20% अनरिजर्व होता है. या तो आप जो है अरुणाचल के PRC परमानेंट रेजिडेंट सर्टिफिकेट को एक मैंडेटरी प्री रिक्विजिट कर दीजिए अरुणाचल में APPSC एग्जामिनेशन में बैठने के लिए, मीनिंग फॉर द ग्रुप A and B पोस्ट. बाकी जो चल रहा है उसको ऐसे चलने दो. ये डिमांड उस समय में रखा गया था. लेकिन उस समय में it took couple of a year and a half for us to continuously press this issue. क्योंकि उस समय में ये हो रहा था कि हम लोगों ने बहुत बार सेक्रेटरीट में जाके डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस में डिपार्टमेंट में जाके रिप्रेजेंटेशन गवर्नमेंट को सबमिट किया. एंड उसमें हम लोगों ने ये दिखाया था कि Arunachal is the only state in India which is 100% tribal state. A single state in India which is 100% tribal state. So why not we do something to protect and preserve the rights and opportunities of these people? Because the rest of the northeastern states are doing it, and none of these states are 100% tribal states. If you go to Nagaland and try and apply for the Nagaland Public Service Commission examination, there is a criteria which says indigenous inhabitant certificate of Nagaland is a mandatory document to apply for the examinations for Group A and B post in Nagaland. Not only Nagaland, Nagaland is doing it. Then there is Manipur. If you go to the Manipur Public Service Commission guidelines, they say one of the eligible conditions is that the candidate must be able to speak Manipuri or any of the tribal dialects of Manipur. First criteria. The second one says that the candidate must be a permanent resident of Manipur. Manipur has made it PRC mandatory, not just PRC. They have kept the Manipuri language as a testing ground to select the finest brains, those who are going to serve their state for the next 30 to 40 years. And it makes sense, because if you are going to serve in the grassroots level as a civil servant, you need to understand the cultural ethos, the geographical ideas, and the ground realities of the people you are going to serve. And the criteria does not end here. And it has also been practiced in Mizoram. PRC is being made mandatory in Mizoram. The Mizo language is a mandatory prerequisite here. And out of all of these demands that we are placing with all the evidences, Assam, our neighboring state, Assam has taken a leap out of this and led by example. In 2021, the new Assam Chief Minister has come there, and our demand was echoed in the entire Northeast. A bulletin live was in the prime time. They covered this news, wherein we have given this interview that the PRC as a mandatory prerequisite should be made in Arunachal. And Assam has quietly taken the step. And today, to appear in the Assam Public Service Commission examination, you need to be a permanent resident of Assam first. Then Assamese as a qualifying subject in written is also being made a criteria. So why is Arunachal still after 3 years being not able to implement PRC? After a long struggle, a ministerial committee, high level ministerial committee was formed after persistent pressure under the chairmanship of the then Education Minister, Mr. Tabatadir. A high level ministerial committee was formed to look into the feasibility of PRC as a criteria to be made compulsory for appearing in APPSC examinations. Here is the document, the PRC committee that was formed. The committee constituted 4 members, so to say 5 members, under the chairmanship of Tabatadir, Honorable Minister of Education as chairman, Sri Kalim Taing IAS Commissioner Political as a member, Srimati Nimom Taing IAS Secretary Personnel as a member, then Sri Ajay Shakti IAS Secretary AR as a member secretary. This was the constitution of the high level ministerial committee which was constituted in 2021 to look into the feasibility of the matter of PRC as a prerequisite mandatory criteria for appearing in the APPSC examination. And to our great relief, this particular ministerial committee has given its report in the month of November 2022. They have submitted their report to the government in the month of November 2022, wherein the committee recommended that the PRC of Arunachal Pradesh should be made a prerequisite criteria for appearing in the APPSC examinations. They have given green signal to make PRC mandatory. But living up to the spirit of giving opportunity to the rest of the people, the citizens of India, another provision was made available as an alternative for the general category student, which said that TRC, which means temporary residence certificate. TRC is one of the criteria wherein the government employees which are serving in Arunachal Pradesh under the state government, that is the government of Arunachal Pradesh, or the union government, and has been serving and residing in Arunachal Pradesh for the last 5 years. Their children can sit for this particular examination. And that is the criteria of TRC. This recommendation was given back in 2022 November, and today it is 2024 of October. 2 years have passed, and there was a huge scam going on in the APPS because of which the commission was not functioning for the last 2.5 years now. And finally, since it has resumed, I fail to understand why the government has still not made this committee's recommendation a law. Why not the executive order has been passed until now? What are these people waiting for? Is this the outlook of a welfare state? A new government has come already. We expect new vigor. We expect a welfare outlook from new government. And in the meantime, it is also surprising that this particular committee report is still pending in the Chief Secretary's office, within the piles of dust. And very unfortunately, in the last 2 years, two of the Chief Secretaries have been changed in our country. And now I'm being informed that since the discharge of the previous Chief Secretary, the new Chief Secretary, which has just come, said he was until now not aware of this particular committee's report, and that this thing is being placed in his office, that he will look forward from here on. But it puts a serious question on the welfare outlook of the government of Arunachal Pradesh. That why does it so happen that a youth or some particular organization has to come and pressure question the government to do into things? Why not, if something that is in the interest of the state, why not such issues are being taken up? And this particular issue has a wide ramification.